In this video, I board a ferry, I enter a narrow alley, and I stumble off of a log.
Nope.
My adventure begins as my friend and I board a ferry in Vancouver, British Columbia, bound for Vancouver Island, a place I've wanted to visit for a very long time. The journey on sea will take about 90 minutes and promises some of the best views of the southern Gulf Islands. And then we'll spend another 30 minutes or so driving on the Patricia Bay Highway to the province's beautiful capital city, Victoria. We're on board one of the many BC ferries that operate on over 20 routes along Canada's west coast islands. I was surprised to learn that this particular one we're on is powered by natural gas. The two of us are planning to meet another friend who resides in Victoria. The three of us have known one another since first meeting in elementary school, many moons ago. Our ferry ride was comfortable and enjoyable. Hoping to see whales, we had to settle for some seals sunning on a distant shoreline. Our friend Christopher has kindly offered to give us a walking tour of the downtown area of Victoria. As someone who appreciates architecture, I was in my element weaving around the decades-old buildings, replete with their interesting alleyways, some narrower than others. Chris is an author and has just finished publishing his second book in the Margot and Harley mystery series titled Clover Point. It's a story about an amateur sleuth who unwittingly gets caught up in a mystery when her comical and endearing roommate makes a discovery on a Victoria beach. After recently reading the book, I was eager to explore some of the real-life sights and landscapes that inspired Christopher to prominently feature them. Any other references to the book around here?
Well, we're going to come to the children's farm, which somebody makes a comment about Harley coming here.
We ambled over the location of an exciting car chase, then headed to the children's zoo.
Can't believe that didn't work.
Before turning our sights toward the coast, where the story really begins, with a bit of a grisly discovery washed up on the beach.
The famous Clover Point.
That's the famous Clover Point.
Where the foot was found.
Yeah, the foot's found on the far side.
Clover Point and his first book, Stealing Stanley, are packed with unexpected twists and turns and are engaging and accessible for readers of all ages. On a nearby log-strewn beach, we make our way over the many obstacles, and despite being the finely tuned athlete I am, I couldn't help but notice my two friends seem to have a better sense of balance than I do.
Nope. Just a matter of time.
Unfortunately, day one was coming to a close, so we stopped for dinner before calling it a night as I looked forward to day two, to tackle Mount Douglas.
Wow.
We started our hike after parking the car in the lot off of Merriman Drive. The route Christopher selected for us would span about 4.6 kilometers and take us up 225 meters to the top of Mount Douglas, which is also known by its indigenous name, Peakulls. Once again, I'm in awe of the towering trees all around me. As we walked, the three of us talked about many things, including our respective families and children. And that's when it occurred to me that our kids are already much older than the three of us were when we first met. Where did the time go? One day you're playing with your buddies in your elementary school playground, and before you know it, you're sharing stories about your own children, while trying to stave off the effects of old age. I've always believed that how smoothly you move through life depends largely on the friends you choose. I have chosen well. Thanks for watching.